and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to call upon Randy Rose to deliver the valedictory address this evening. Randy. Would you stick the mic over this way? Oh, there we go.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Prescott, and honored guests. Thank you for joining us in our celebration tonight. It's a strange feeling knowing that you speak for more than 200 other people. There's a lot of pressure to say just the right thing, to be the voice for such a diverse group of graduates. The feeling was so overwhelming that I almost didn't think of anything to say. All I knew was that I wanted to say goodbye in a way that everyone would be happy. I decided that I could not draw on the experiences of others. I could only draw on my own, and trust that what I've been through resembles what others have been through in their journeys here tonight. After 12 years, this journey of ours is finally over, launching another important journey as this one ends. In the past 12 years, we have been challenged, tried, and tested, but we have managed to overcome our obstacles and to break down our barriers. We have reached graduation, the highest point in high school. And as good as we may feel about ourselves right now, for being brilliant enough to graduate, there are many people sitting here tonight without whom that would not be possible. Where would we be without our parents? They've been with us every step of the way. Our parents held our hands on the first day of school, walking us all the way to the front door, just to make sure we wouldn't get lonely or be lost. They often gave up hours of their time, or the best part of their favorite TV shows to help us with our homework so we could succeed. They were there for our games, for our plays, for our successes, and for our failures. Even when we failed, our moms and dads were there to console us, so that we would have the confidence to try again. Our parents shared their experiences with us to prevent us from making their mistakes. They haven't really let go of our hands since that first day of school. But over the years we've grown, and our hands are bigger now and stronger than they were when we were children. Our hands have gotten harder to hold on to, and this is the day when we must let go of each other's hands so that we can continue to grow. We thank you for all the time you spent with us, for all the scrapes, bumps, and bruises you've healed, for all the laughs, smiles, and joys you've brought us. No one can ever take your place. We only hope that you will be proud of us as you watch us find our own paths in this world. The teachers at RHS were committed to making us better prepared for those paths. The best example I can think of to show what our teachers do is something that happened on the way home from Cape Challenge. Mr. Fogarty Sr., a retired teacher who many still remember, was driving the Royals bus. And you can take the highway pretty much the whole way from Cape Enraged to Moncton, and then to Riverview. But Mr. Fogarty chose to take all the side streets to show us the sights. He showed us things like the Ha Ha Cemetery, the train museum, and the old school with the slides for fire exits. And that's what our teachers do for us every day of the year. They teach us what we're supposed to know, but they also take the side streets and teach us more about life and about ourselves. They develop the personal relationships with us that a textbook would never be able to do. They are great role models who have given us inspiration and direction. They have challenged and guided us, so we have choices about what we will do with our lives. We, of course, have talked about and agonized over those choices with our closest friends, those who've been by our sides as we walk the halls of RHS. We share the same fears, the same excitement, the same sense of freedom. Maybe we are so close to each other because we have common experiences. The experiences of going from rookie week to grad week at RHS. We have depended on each other for support at every twist and turn. In grade 9, when the big grade 12s wanted to dress us up in neon spandex and tacky jewelry, no one would have done it alone. But we stuck together, swallowed our pride, and dressed up like no one will ever see us dress up again. We learned to depend on each other's support through tough times. It sustained us through classes, relationships, and all-night cram sessions. We needed all the help we could get when we were writing our math, English, and science exams. As we leave RHS, we make room for another future grad class who will be, like us, another terrified group of grade 9s. We hope they develop the same support system to deal with these trials as we did. As Bryan Adams said, on a day like today, the whole world can change. This is definitely one of those life-changing days. It seems like everything that has to do with high school is over, but we will have memories of RHS to last us for the rest of our lives. We, the grads of 2003, are just like the tassels on our red mortarboards. Each tassel has numerous individual strands that flow independently of each other, but they are all still connected with every other strand at the root. We are individuals, rooted with each other as friends in the deepest part of our hearts. At times like this, when the whole world changes, friends are there, a constant in our lives. I wanted to say goodbye for everyone, in such a way that each grad would feel like he or she was saying it. But I can only speak for myself and believe that others feel the same. We are proud of all that we've accomplished, and we are grateful to those parents, teachers, administrators, and peers who've helped us along the way. The Riverview community has raised and sustained us. It has provided a nurturing place for us to come into adulthood safely. We are going off into the world, but we know you'll be here when we get home. Thank you.